With the Battlefield 6 open beta fast approaching, EA has revealed the PC specs required in order to be able to play Battlefield 6 on your PC. So let's see if your system can run Battlefield 6 open beta. But just before we get into that, if you are excited for Battlefield 6, make sure to see for the like button, and while you're down there, make sure to subscribe for more Battlefield 6 videos. And also we are very close to 5k subs. If we can get it by the end of the year, that would be the dream. But with that being said, let's get right into it. Let's start off with the minimum specs. This is the bare minimum that you will need in order to be able to run Battlefield 6 at 1080p at 30 fps with everything at low settings. For the GPU or graphics card, you'll need an Nvidia RTX 2060 or an AMD Radeon RX 5600 XT or Intel Arc A380. For the video memory, you'll need at least 6GB. For the CPU, you'll need an Intel Core i5-8400 or an AMD Ryzen 5 2600. For the RAM, you'll need 16GB. For the OS or the operating system, you'll need at least Windows 10. For storage, you will need at least 75GB of HDD at launch, but of course that number will increase with the post-launch content, but as of now you don't have to worry about that. 75GB of HDD is the bare minimum you'll need. And also it is recommended that you have TPM 2.0 and the UEFI secure boot enabled alongside HVCI and VBS capable. So yeah, like I said, this is the bare minimum that you will need in order to be able to run Battlefield 6 open beta. So if you have that or anything more, then you're set and ready to jump into Battlefield 6. But now let's move on to the recommended PC specs to be able to run Battlefield 6 open beta comfortably and at very high settings as well. So there are two options: balanced, which will be at 1440p at 60 fps with everything set to high settings, or you have the performance option, which will be at 1080p at 80 fps plus but with low settings. For the GPU or the graphics card, you'll need at least Nvidia RTX 3060 Ti, which is the one that I have, or the AMD Radeon RX 6700 XT or the Intel Arc B580. For video memory, you'll need at least 8GB. For the CPU, you'll need an Intel Core i7-10700 or the AMD Ryzen 7 3700X. For the RAM, you'll need at least 16GB. For the OS or the operating system, you'll need Windows 11 64-bit. For storage, you will need at least 75GB of SSD at launch. So unlike the minimum specs, we'll need 75GB of HDD. For the recommended specs, you'll need 75GB of SSD. And once again, like I said, that number will increase once EA starts to release the post-launch content. And you'll also need to have TPM 2.0 and the UEFI secure boot enabled, and also the HVCI and VPS capable, just like the minimum specs. And of course, if you have anything more than that, then you're looking at 1440p with over 100 fps with everything set to ultra settings, or maybe even 4K at 60 or 4K 100 fps plus with everything set to high or even ultra settings. But yeah, like I said, these are the minimum and the recommended specs for you to be able to run Battlefield 6. And to be completely honest with you guys, I was definitely expecting more specs than this. I mean, the lowest that you'll need to be able to run Battlefield 6 is only an RTX 2060 with 6GB. I mean, especially with how amazing the game was looking, I was definitely expecting some beefy systems to be able to run Battlefield 6. But to my surprise, you don't need a beefy system. Like I said, this game will be able to run on any PC out there, and like I said, that is definitely amazing because there is more players that I can try out and get to play Battlefield 6, and that is always awesome to see. But now that you know the PC specs required to be able to run Battlefield 6, do not forget on August 4th is the preload of the beta. Do not miss it. Make sure to download it so it is ready the second the beta goes live on August 7th. Do not miss out. But with all that being said, make sure to click the button on the screen right now to know about everything that was revealed at the Battlefield 6 multiplayer reveal event. Thank you guys for watching this video.